All right, so I already had 20 shares of Kraft Heinz in my margin account that I bought at $50. So today I bought 180 shares of Kraft Heinz at 34.5 just to have 200 shares, and making my new average price for, or average cost for Kraft Heinz. So I had initially bought it at 50, but now by buying 180 shares today at 34.5, it makes my new average cost 36.05. And of course, I looked to sell a call option against it. Now the 30, normally I'd go for something close to 36, but so the next expiry date is March 15, so 3 weeks from now. The closest one I had was 37.5. At 35, it is a strike price lower than my cost, which is my cost of 36, and the call premiums do not make up for the difference. So I had to go for 37.5. I only collected 20 cents per share. So it was $40, as you can see here, executions. So $40 minus the fees is about $28. So it's not much, but it's only 3 weeks away. Being that I chose a strike price at 37.5, first of all, I doubt that Kraft Heinz will close above 37.5 by March 15. But if it does, I'll make a gain of 37.5 minus 36 plus the 20 cents I collected per share. Better than just leaving a position that I bought at $50, losing probably almost 30%. So I'll make a small gain in 3 weeks instead of holding on to a position that's down 30%. But most likely it's gonna stay below 37.5. So what's gonna happen is I'll keep the premiums, I'll keep the shares, and then I can sell for the next month. So I can sell April 18 call options, and this time I'd probably choose 35 and sell it for $1.10. So I did this trade basically to fix a position that I had in Kraft Heinz that was down 30%. Otherwise I would not have done it. I also sold Nvidia at 164.60. So I bought Nvidia twice, but my average price for Nvidia was around 142. So I made about $300 or $400 from this, so not bad. But obviously I still think Nvidia is a good buy. I think it's going to go over 200, but I wanted to liquidate some stocks, or at least some positive positions, so that I could use the money to buy other stocks on which I can sell call options, because right now I'm really going for writing covered call strategy. So Overstock.com is a stock that I bought last week. I bought it at $20. I bought 200 shares, and then I sold the 18 strike price at $295, collecting a total of $590. So by choosing a strike price that's lower than the purchase price, I'm assuming that the stock will drop. And in fact, it did drop. So the stock is trading at 18.06 today. It closed at 18.06. I had chosen a strike price of 18. So I'm glad I chose a strike price of 18. I'm glad I chose an in-the-money call option. So now what that means is, so I bought the stock at 20. I collected $2.95 per share. So my cost is 17.05. Right now the stock is trading at 18. The options expire March 8th, so not this Friday, but next Friday. So depending on the price of the stock come March 8th, so next Friday, if it stays above 18, then my shares will get sold automatically at 18, and I'll make the difference of 18 minus 17.05. So 95 cents times 200 shares. That would be my profit. So 0.95 divided by 17.05. So I'd make 5.5% in 2 weeks. And if we annualize that, divide by 2 times 52, that's 143% annually. And just going back to the Kraft Heinz call option that I sold, if we annualize the call premium that I received, so it's 20 cents divided by, let's say, a cost of 36, so 0.5% in 3 weeks, so divided by 3 times 52, so 9%. So it's like I created a yield, a dividend yield out of this stock. That's if I continue this way. But I plan on selling a call option that's more at the money next month. So yeah, so going back to Overstock.com, my cost for it is 17.05. So as long as it stays above 17.05 after expiry, depending if there's enough room, I could just sell the shares and make my profit. But ideally I want it to stay above 18 so that I can sell it at 18 and make my anticipated return before even buying the stock. Or if it closes below 18 on Friday, I could just sell call options again. So let's say I want to sell 1 month out call options for Overstock.com. Let's say it closes below 18. I could basically choose a strike price of 18 or 19 or even 20. Anything above 18 would be a strike price that I would choose, and I can go ahead and sell the $1.20, for example, at 19.50, or even 95 cents at $20. So even if Overstock.com trades below $18 come March 8th, I'll keep the shares and I can sell another call option next month, as long as I choose a strike price that I'm comfortable selling the stock at. So now I'm having a really hard time with the Dividend 15 Split Corp and DFN.to and FTN.to, because I mean, I'm up 20% on FTN, 16% on DFN, 13% on DF.to, and usually I sell when I have these kind of returns. I don't like to keep it because if it drops, I'll be disappointed. Although they're paying very good dividends right now, DFN is paying 15% per year. I'm getting a yield of 15% on DFN.to. I'm getting a yield of about 20% on FTN.to. And DF.to is not paying dividends right now, but at this rate, it looks like it's gonna be paying it soon, maybe next month. And when it starts paying it, I'll be at a 28% yield. So I'm very tempted to sell them just to get the capital gains out of them. Almost $300 here, $200 here, and $200 here again. So almost $700. Use the capital to buy stocks on which I can sell covered calls on. But then I have to compare. Do I prefer to get a fixed 15 to 20% yield per year without doing anything? Or do I want to continuously find stocks to buy and sell covered calls on? So let me know what you think. Leave them in the comment section below. I'm leaning towards maybe it's not the best idea to use all your portfolio in the same strategy. Maybe just leave something that collects dividends for you automatically. Plus, it's not that far from the return I'm expecting from writing covered calls. I'm really going for 2 to 3% per month with covered calls. So if I can get a stock that pays 20% per year without doing anything, I shouldn't complain. So I'm really excited for March 15. I've got a bunch of options that will either expire or a bunch of shares that will get called away. I mean, just in my RSP alone, I've got 3 options that will expire. In my TFSA, I've got 2 options, so that's 5. And in my margin account, I've got Weight Watchers, Bristol Myers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 14. I got 13 options in my margin account that will expire on March 15. So 13 positions that either will get called away automatically, or I can keep the shares and I can sell call options again the following month. Where we stand right now, the 3 options in my RSP would get called away, but I'd be making a decent return on each of them. I think PTI I'd be making around 20%, and that's in 1 month. L Brands I'd be making, I think, about 9%. And Novavax, I'd be making a crazy return here. Let me show you. I bought this stock at 1.91 and I collected 80 cents minus 0.8 at a strike price of 1.5. So come expiry date, come March 15, if the stock is trading above 1.5, my return will be 35%, and that's in 4 weeks. I've got Teva that I think I'll end up keeping the shares because it's trading at around 17 and I chose a 19 strike price. So Teva's I'm going to end up keeping, and then I can sell call options again. Immunogen, at this rate, it will probably get called away and I'll make around 20% as well. Activision is expiring this week. This one, of course, I'm going to keep because it's trading at $42 right now and the strike price I chose is 46. And this one I actually have a small problem with because it dropped far enough from my purchase price. It might be a little bit hard for me to sell a call option the following month without picking a strike price that's close to 42 or a strike price that's far from my initial purchase price. And I want to make sure I'm close to my cost. AMD looks like it's going to get called away as well, making about, I think, 5%. Ascendis Pharma looks like will also be called away, making 7% on that as well. Bristol Myers looks like it's going to be called away, making about 4 or 5% on that. Groupon looks like I'm going to keep, and I'll get to sell more call options the following month. So Groupon, I think, is the stock that I've been able to sell call options the longest on. I think next month will be the 4th time I sell a call option on Groupon. JD.com looks like will get called away as well, making about 4 or 5%. Kraft Heinz I'm probably going to keep. Macy's I'm not sure because there's earnings coming out this week, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I think I'm going to end up keeping it. I think the stock will stay below 26 by March 15. I think that earnings might not be good and the stock will drop some more. Morgan Stanley looks like it's going to get called away. I'll be making about 4% on that. Six Flags is going to get called away for sure. So Six Flags, as you can see here, is an example where I should not have sold call options because I would have made more by just keeping the shares. But I wanted to stick to a strategy and implement it on everything. I'm still profitable, but just not as profitable if I had just kept the shares without selling, without writing covered calls on it. And I'll still be making, let's calculate it right now, bought at 54, yeah, bought at 54, collected $1.50, so minus $1.50, and then I'll be selling it at 55. So 55 divided by 52.5, so that's 4.7% in also 1 month. So that's the idea here. If I could do 3% per month on all my portfolio, I mean that'll end up being 30% per year or 36% per year, but obviously it's going to be hard to be consistent. Not all the trades will go as expected or as anticipated, but the potential is amazing. SNC looks like it's going to get called away as well. Twitter's going to get called away as well. Weight Watchers, it's getting close. I got a 28.5 strike price. It's trading at 29.3. I think it's going to get called away. And United States Steel, it's gonna get called away for sure. It's trading at 24 and my strike price is 22. So come March 15 or the Monday after March 15, all the positions that will get called away, all my shares that will get sold automatically, I'm gonna get the money for it back, and then I can buy something else, either the same stocks or something else, and repeat the process. Hopefully be successful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like always, if you can open an account with Questrade, use my referral code in the description below the video to get between $25 and $250 back depending on your deposit. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button. Don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for an accountant to do your taxes, email me, link will be provided below. Thanks for watching.